All right, 48 hours later, has it sunk in yet?
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously it's a bit surreal. Obviously, at the same time, but yeah, you kind of start reminiscing about the playoffs. The last few days and going over each series. How tough it was. So yeah, it's been a great 48 hours.
What's in your future, do you think, Colin?
Pardon?
What's in your hockey future, do you think?
Well, I've re-signed with the Marlies. So yeah, I'll be back here next year, and yeah, so it's on a one-year deal. So I'm excited to come back to Toronto.
Is there an unheralded member kind of behind the scenes of this staff that think has contributed, you'd like to give a shout out to, that's contributed to where you guys are right now?
Well, obviously I feel bad pinpointing just one person, but I'm sure people are probably well aware that obviously MLSE does a fantastic job with all their organizations. The Marlies is no different. So they put a lot of resources in the organization. But people like our training staff. If I don't want to name just one person, but like there's a few people, obviously like our equipment guys. Chris McKay, Will Burns, Tom Burns, Dave Ryan. Then our training staff like. Jordan O, Johnny Lang, Rich Rottenberg. Rich has been fantastic. He's, I think he does like a lot of stuff behind the scenes. If I had to pick one person, I would say that I know that Rich does a great job, but it really is a team effort. I think sometimes there's like an old saying it takes a village to kind of like raise a child, but it takes like a big organization, a lot of people behind the scenes to make a championship team. That's what we have here.
What did it mean to you guys to see Kyle as emotional as he was? It seems like he's really invested in this team.
Yeah, I was. You never really know how people are going to react, and it was just exciting to see him so elated and so happy. And actually, it was pretty funny because later on in the evening, he was hoisting the cup after the game, and then in the background, the game was on. Was being replayed, and so my wife actually was able to take a picture of him hoisting the cup while he was like taking a picture with his family in the background on the TV. So it was kind of cool to see like just how excited he was, and well deserved.
Who were you most excited to see hoist the cup?
Like on the players? Yeah. Most excited? I'm kind of excited to raise it myself. Like, yeah. I'm not trying to sound selfish, but like I'm pretty excited. Yeah, exactly. But Ben Smith deservedly so. I know last year, he was with the Leafs, and he did such a great job of coming down and just being a leader all year. So, I guess other than myself, I'll say Ben.
Now, when you won it with Binghamton, do I recall you being a little animated at the celebration rally?
Yeah, and it's not happening today. I'm telling you right now, there's 100% certainty that will not happen today. You know how it is. Obviously, you're sleep deprived, and you have like a few drinks, and all of a sudden you think it's funny to like be dancing on stage, then it goes viral, and you're like, and you can never get it down. Like, so I will be happy, but there will be no dancing.
In those moments after the game, you said that Andreas Janssen was the guy who scored big goals in a big moment in a big game. What specifically did you mean by that? Like, is he the player that steps up at that moment to get those wins that need to be done?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's becoming a part of his MO. And I even remember last year, he really had that. He had that knack for when the game was tied or when we were down, to have that, not necessarily score it, but be a key contributor to actually like start the play, like break the puck out of the zone or be the one who passed it. So I would definitely say that that's something that has become part of his MO, and that showed in the playoffs, and it's a big reason why he was the MVP.
You're going to be a leader here next year. What was one of the big things that you learned about being a leader this year with this group?
Well, I think I just fed off from guys like Ben Smith and Laverty and Mueller, because they came over from other teams, and also they came from the West. Like a lot of their experience that was in the West. So just learning about the way that they like their travel schedules and their whole demeanor. Not that it's much different, but there's little idiosyncrasies that are different, between the east and the west. So I would say that just like learning from those guys about their experiences helped me grow.
What are your thoughts on the Newfoundland Growlers having a Leafs organization team there?
Oh, it's great. I was really excited to hear that Toronto was going back in there, because for the longest time, I followed the St. John's Maple Leafs. I used to go to games all the time, and that was a big deal. Growing up in Newfoundland, to have the Toronto Maple Leafs affiliate team, and to see like guys grow, kind of move up from the baby Leafs, as they were called, all the way to Toronto. So it was a little sad, last year when I heard that Montreal was like the farm team was leaving there, but I'm happy that we've got another team back. It's a little bit of Newfoundland pride, and I saw the logo yesterday. It actually looks great, and so I hope it does well.
When a team is packed with young guys, is there a difference between how the older guys celebrate this cup win and the younger guys, especially maybe in the post game festivities?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The one thing I was different about this time as opposed to the last time is, I wanted to get some photos with my baby in the cup, and so that was my priority.
Literally.
Yeah, we did it earlier. Yeah.
Nice. Literally in the cup.
Yep. Yeah. I tried to put her I had to kind of hover her a little bit because it was kind of hurting her legs. But yeah, in theory, she was on the cup. Yeah.